Hey, hi, how's it going? It's a mess over here. My garden is a disaster, and I need to get it cleaned up. And I think the only way I'm going to fully get it cleaned up is if I make you hold me accountable. So that's what today's video is going to be, is you guys holding me accountable on getting my garden cleaned up. Because it's a mess, and I'm super ashamed of it, and it's in the background of most videos right now. So recently, we've been cleaning out the shed because it needed it. We took everything out, and then we got really bad rain, so we had to just shove most things back in there that we were keeping, but everything we weren't keeping, we've just kind of left outside. And it's definitely a look. So, here's the mess. It's not great at all. So the plan is to handle all of this today. We need to take care of this. Some of this still does need to go back in the shed. Some of it needs to go into the garbage. Like, most of that pile is garbage, not the umbrella. I'm still keeping the umbrella, it just fell over. I've got all my metal edge right, and you can see how much rain we've had. And so now the Gorilla Cart is full of rusty water. So I'm going to take all of the edge right, put it back behind the shed today. That's where all of our other edge right is. I've got 2 roses here. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with those. I think I'm gonna take this rose and we'll just put it up on the patio today. Why not? That rose, I think I'm just gonna slide over here out of the way. All of this is garbage. This is all garbage from the shed. And then, sweet. I've got sticks here that I decided to save, and a random piece of wood here that I decided to save. This wheelbarrow is full of soil, and it is now full of water also, so that's super duper cool. And then all of this needs to go in the trash. These are our couch covers. This is why we have couch covers, because birds poop here, and so we have to cover them because they eat the seedlings from the privets, and the privets are full of the berries right now, and then they poop out purple things everywhere. So these need to get put to the side over there. They're gonna just go over there because that is full of car oil. And then I'm gonna put these over there because they need to get washed, and then they can get folded up and put away in the shed. And then what I would really like to do today is clean out these window boxes. So this is a bunny tail grass, and unfortunately it is already starting to wake up. But I want to cut it back, and then I think I want to pop these in the landscape somewhere. I don't exactly know where they need to go, but they need to go somewhere. They are cute little bunny tail grass, and I need to clean everything else out of these. It's a mess. And then I have all of these containers down here, and while I think it was a really good idea, it was not the greatest idea. So we're going to disassemble this maybe today, hopefully, I think. I've got a bay tree here. I swear I had a little ollie somewhere over here, but now I don't think I do. So I don't know what I've got in here. It's a mess. It all needs to be cleaned up. And we've had mole activity here, and so the pots are all like super wobbly. It's just not doing great. And then I have that, because I finished a project and then walked away, because that's what I do, is I finish projects and leave messes everywhere. But if I get this all cleaned up today, then that means that I can film a garden tour, and I can feel good about filming a garden tour. There'll still be like little messes throughout the garden because it is wintertime, and things just like, I've got some piles of leaves that need to get cleaned up, some piles of sticks that need to get cleaned up. But those are just like typical garden messes during the winter that don't bother me. I have them year round, but they don't bother me. This is bothering me a lot. So I think if I take you along with me, I will get it done. So that's what we're gonna do today. Let's start with the edge right. I think that'll be the easiest thing to do. I gotta grab my gloves though, because that is super rusty. Before we get into any of that, make sure that you're subscribed. All you have to do if you're on your TV is slide up, go over to the subscribe button, hit it. It is totally free, and it helps out my channel more than you know. If you're on your phone, just hit that subscribe button. I don't know why you haven't already. I got that mostly cleaned up. Perfect. Thank you for holding me accountable today on doing that. We got the rows over here. I got the shed area cleaned up. I am going to right now also clean out those window boxes. It needs it. I'm just gonna do it. Otherwise it's gonna be an eyesore. I thought that I would do the pots also. I think I'm gonna wait on that until we get irrigation fixed in this bed, because I think I want to take a couple of those containers and put them around the base of this rose. That way I've kind of got like all these terracotta pots just right over here. I think that would be really pretty. But what I can do today is get those window boxes cleaned out, and I'm going to end up cutting the grass all the way back, and then I'm gonna let it sprout. We'll see. It might be a little late. We had some 70-degree days, so things started to wake up around here, and those grasses were one of the things that woke up. They're a little bunny tail grass. They're super cute. If they don't make it, it's fine. I can usually find them for like $8 or something like that, and I think that's the second year that I had those in that window box, and honestly, they didn't really do much. So this coming year, I'm gonna do something completely different in that area. But I do want to get those taken out. But I think this will be a good spot for the rose. I'm looking at it, it's a little crooked. It's fine, I'll fix it. I think it'll be a good spot for the rose until we do the kitchen, which is not going to happen this year, I don't think. Maybe at the end of the year, if anything. But we have a pipe that sticks out right there, so that'll help kind of cover that, which will be really, really nice. If I could get like 2 more or even 4 more pots right here, and then I've got like a grouping of terracotta pots right there, I think that would be really pretty, a nice little cluster to like help with that corner. Eventually a tree going in that corner, and then over here we got this all cleaned up, which is nice. I still have to figure out where this planter is going for the time being. I think it's gonna go back up front. I'm pretty positive it's gonna go back up front, but we have to build the fence first. I've got 4 containers there. This one right here has a daffodil called Tay to Tay in it, and I love this daffodil. It's so sweet. She's the most reliable in my garden. It also has creeping Jenny in it, which comes back every year, and there's also a fern called Lady in Red, which does really well for me every year. So this is like a really nice container because I've got spring bulbs in it, and then I've got this creeping Jenny, and then pretty soon that fern will wake up and I'll have really pretty fern growth. 3 cyclamen right here. They're not doing well, so not super impressed with these ones. Super impressed with them when I saw them, not super impressed with how they're doing. This one over here is starting to come back, which is nice. And then we got this area cleaned up. I did shove a couple things back there. The oil's back there, the tarp is back there, the ladder's back there, and the chicken wire is back there. And then I left my soil here, but I got all of this cleared up, and those are the containers that I need to take care of. I also need to figure out what I'm doing with that rose there, where I want it to go back in the landscape. I don't know. It's a really pretty pink iceberg rose. And then I've got a pile of containers there, and then my Home Depot and Lowe's buckets that I will take care of. Just, we're not doing it today. Today we're going to take care of these. So these are the bunny tail grasses. They're kind of a low grass. They're not super tall growing, but I think they're starting to wake up. At least the other one is definitely starting to wake up. But I need to come in here, clean all of this out. Like, there's old alyssum in here. There's a shovel in here. That's a trowel. That's superb. But this one over here is the one that I'm pretty sure, like, it's starting to wake up. Like, all of this is like fresh growth right here. So that's not super great. But before I put it in the ground, I want to see if I can actually get all of the creeping Jenny out of here, because I don't want to put that back into my landscape. I used to have it in the landscape. I pulled it out. Some people will tell you it's super invasive and can grow, and you'll never get rid of it once you have it. I find that that's advice if you just have a hard time pulling things out of your garden. I don't have a hard time pulling things out of my garden. And when I see the creeping Jenny, I had it in the ground. It covered a huge area of my ground. I loved it. But I decided I wanted other things in that bed. And so the creeping Jenny can be a total thug in the garden, and it'll take over and smother things out a little bit. So if you pull it, you have to pull all of it, and then you have to wait for it to re-sprout, and then you have to pull all of that, and it might even sprout a third time. What they do is they spread underground. Let me show you this. So see this right here? This is a piece, and then see how it's growing roots? All that white right there is roots. And so if you leave just one little teeny tiny chunk, it's gonna sprout again. So you have to like actually dig all of it out, and you have to dig all of it out or it'll come back. And so it took me a little tiny bit to get rid of everything, but I was able to get rid of it. I pulled everything by hand. I waited for it to re-emerge, and the second I saw it re-emerging, I went over and I pulled it again. And then I think the third time there was like a little tiny bit, like maybe like 20 or 30 pieces that re-emerge, and I pulled those, and I didn't deal with the creeping Jenny at all this year in my garden. So you can't get rid of it. I just don't want to reintroduce it back into the garden because it is a little bit of a headache. So we're gonna pull these window boxes out. They're just gonna sit empty until this later this springtime, and then I'm gonna get them all planted up. I think I just want to do, I gotta figure out what I want to even do in them actually. It's not sunny enough for petunias, which would be great because I could just throw one petunia in there and it would do its job. But it's too sunny for shade-loving plants. So if you have a recipe that you like that is kind of like a weird window box with like sun, I would love to know it. I deal with, it's weird. It gets a lot of sun. It gets a lot of like morning sun, and then it gets mid-afternoon shade, but then it also gets end of the day sun. That's the issue. It's like it gets a window of morning and a window of like the very hot afternoon sun, and it gets a break all day long. So it's not considered full sun. I would say it's part sun, I guess. So if you have a part sun window box that you love, please let me know in the window box. Let me know in the comments down below, because I've struggled with these windows. Oh my goodness, that was a great day in the garden. Okay, so I've got two grasses planted. One underneath our black tulip magnolia, which I'm a little worried about, if we're being honest, because I'm seeing swollen buds on it, swollen growth points. I'm not seeing any bloom growth points, but it's still very much alive. I'm not 100% convinced I'm going to get blooms from this thing this year. Maybe I need to do some research and see if it blooms just late, because every other magnolia in town is blooming. Even the one in our front yard is blooming, the Reiki. It's got open blooms on it. Fingers crossed for me. 2 bunny grasses, bunny tail grasses. One right here, I thought it would be so pretty just spilling into the walkway. And then one for the repetition, I planted over by the gazebo area. I am not gonna hold my breath that these will live because they might get eaten by our little underground friends. Yeah. Oh shoot, I should have went in with some of that Molmax. I'll sprinkle some on top. But one of them is right there. I think that'll be really pretty. It's a very low growing grass. Well, it's not like a low growing grass. It's like a low growing ornamental grass. I guess that's also an ornamental grass. Okay, listen. It's a low growing tall grass. And it gets these cute little like plume spikes on them that are really great in floral arrangement. So one over there and then one over here, which I think will be perfect. The window boxes cleaned out. Did you guys see the roots that were on those grasses? That was insane. I guess that's what I get for leaving them in the ground, well, in their boxes for 2 years. But that looks so much better. It was just so low on the list. There was a million other things to do. Next step will be to take care of these. I'm just running out of daylight. You can see all the lights are on and they're actually like letting off a glow. So I got my mess all cleaned up, which is nice, from the shed. Ooh. I got my mess all cleaned up from the shed. I still have like a little bit to do. I've got like a little pile there. I'm going to do that a different day. It's cold. I think I'm done being out in the garden for the day today. So this is where we say goodbye. Very happy. I'm going to call that a really productive day. I'm super happy about that. These were all tasks that I just didn't want to do. So this was the didn't want to do it day. Perfect. And it was also my most embarrassing corner of the garden. So I hope you enjoyed that. You're welcome. It's a very real garden over here. And if you have ugly spots, don't feel ashamed about it because I think we all have them. Like I said, I won't show you the inside of my shed, and if you're lucky, you got to see the back side of our shed because that's also a mess. So you're not alone. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for visiting our garden. We will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.